everybody, Amanda here, CEO of Multitude, the podcast collective that this incredible show is a part of. And before we get started today, I want to tell you about something new that we are doing here at Multitude happening right now. It's the MULTICREW DRIVE. Now, Multitude exists because of the support of listeners like you. And the very best way of supporting Multitude is to join the MultiCrew, a membership program that lets you, our listeners, help fund new work from Multitude and get exclusive perks. So between now and October 1st, we are running the MultiCrew Drive. We will be highlighting the ways your support makes a difference and show off all the ways that we pay it back to you, our community. We are running a couple of very cool specials that are not going to happen any other time this year. If you join the MultiCrew by October 1st, you can get a brand new This Mug Supports Conversational Podcasts That Bring People Together mug. Very, very cool. And if you are an annual member at any level on October 1st, you will get your names inscribed forever on the We Put 2023 on Our Back plaque, which we will look at every day in the Multitude office. Some very cool stuff. Check it all out at multicrew.club. To learn more about the MultiCrew Drive, stick around for the mid-roll in this episode where your host will tell you all of the best ways that you can join, or visit multicrew.club to learn more about the drive. All right, let's get the show started.
I remember a time before the Cascade dried up. Here in Verda Stello, the four nations of plant and bug people flourished and thrived. But the great waterfall that fed the land slowed to a trickle, revealing a vast salt sea and unknown islands. The only guide were the words of the 13 dried carvings. The water will slow to fall, but the tides are turning. Find the infinite lake to replenish the world and discover the salmon who will grant you a wish of whatever you desire. This marks the beginning of the tide, as many green folk hauled onto ships to find the infinite lake and maybe riches, adventure, excitement, and purpose along the way. And what exactly is a salmon? Is that a berry? That was 50 years ago, and the tide rushes forward ever still. There are many stories caught on the wind between sails, but why don't we hear just one? Of a butterfly gunman with clipped wings, a ripened and explosive piece of produce, and a witch made out of tea. This is Join the Party Campaign 3, The Rising Tide.
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the water falls home.
That only began 50 years ago.
Until the water falls home.
We seek the deep lake and a wish-granting salmon.
Until the water falls home.
So hoist up the sails and load up the cannons.
Until the water falls home.
A rush from the tide, sail through the Cascade, an adventure ships, a ceaseless parade. I dream of roots buried in the deep alone, but we can't well sleep till the water falls home.
Last time on Join the Party.
The crew heads towards the divine labyrinth where another key is supposedly hidden. But the boiling reef roils and burns directly in the way. Luckily, Troy uses his newfound, wow, turns out I'm alive and not a dead prince, so I can use my prince powers, to hail a craggish outpost on the outskirts of the hot, hot sea. They are greeted by Commander Abernathy Vineyard, who is a young, fastidious hedge with a massive vine arm that he uses as his main appendage. I thought it was pretty neat. After recognizing Troy, learning that Umbi and his father knew each other and drank a lot of wine and maybe kissed, and just generally fascinated by Cammy, Commander Vineyard proposes a favor. How would they like to be privateers? Heist, 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 heist. Heist, 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 heist. Let's get the party started. Commander Vineyard leans over his desk, not pushing anything over because his desk is so clean. So there's a clear line for him to lean over his desk because
Smart. It's good planning.
all he does is put things into piles so that if he had the chance to lean over a desk, he would. He leans over the desk and says, "So would the three of you like to be privateers?"
Is that like a contract thing that we can get out of at any time? Or like, is it a month-to-month lease situation? Or like, what's the deal with that?
You need to so you need to give a security deposit ahead of time, and
Well, I don't wanna
then
I'm not
you.
paying you a broker's fee.
and then you need to prove that you make 60%. You make 60 times this job in order you'd forget it.
Oh, it's paid.
No. This is just for this. I mean, I was not expecting. Gonna have to rearrange my schedule. I wasn't expecting that the Crown Prince was alive and that a friend of my father's was here and a
And me too.
magical user of some indeterminate origin would come here. We could spend an hour, 2 hours figuring out the taxonomy of and what I should properly call you: sorcerer,
Witch is
wizard,
good.
witch.
T-Witch is good.
T-Witch, interesting. So you received your magic, if I can look at my chart, and he pulls a chart down of how all the magic goes to different people. So you received your magic from a curse from a more powerful magic user, either from ill intention or just accidentally.
I guess so.
I'm getting distracted by charts. Hold on.
How is the best of us, man? And then Troy stabs a dagger into the middle of that beautiful desk. Let's do it.
Wait, before we say yes, what is your policy on accidental casualties?
I was going to say murder.
And-
Casualty's a much better word.
We do have a policy on it. I think. Would you like me to go over what's happening, or are we
No.
just into it? Okay, wonderful, fine.
Turn me loose. I'm ready.
I'm into it.
Okay, wonderful.
Sorry, I do need details. I don't want rules.
No rule. Well, there are some rules in that there are policies
Sorry.
that are currently enforced.
Where are we from? We have a phrase for this. No rules, just right.
Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, if you wanted to adopt that for whatever reason, I mean, you're welcome to. But anyway, just tell us what we got to know.
I know that you've only met me for a short amount of time, but that goes against every single root in my being. So
Yeah.
I cannot. In fact, it is yes rules, just right. They're clearly delineated so that we understand each other.
It used to be no rules, just right. Of the mound of sand, then you turn left after the bar, but that got really unwieldy, so they cut it off.
Yeah.
So what's this heist we're doing?
I don't understand this inside joke. I'll have to catch up on it before. So, hold on. He reaches into a desk and pulls out a sheaf of papers and starts writing on them. So regimented, like a typewriter, like one word and then the next word and the next word, and the clearest handwriting you've ever seen.
Like his handwriting is a font. That's cool.
It's like that 20% mom handwriting,
Yeah.
where it's like you are writing this too clear just so that you make sure that no one ruins your grocery list. And he's just tearing through the sheaf of papers. All right, the situation is, in 5 hours, our intelligence tells us that an overstocked trading vessel is coming near the boiling reef to cut corners to get from one side of Verda Stello to the other. Now, this would be understandable. Overstocked ships routinely cut through dangerous waters to get there faster, and also depending on where the moon and in the house and what time everyone was born in. I can't
when
really figure
Jupiter
that out.
aligns with Mars. Right, right.
No, that's just the bullshit we tell you to make you confused about when and where we're going. I'm just kidding. That's real.
Oh yeah. Umbi here is from Overstock, so he may have some good knowledge.
What up?
Well, that's what we can't figure out how we track it, as considering how they use the moon and how those things are going from one way or another. However, it seems, according to our intelligence, this looks a little bit stranger than just a regular overstock trading vessel. From what we've been able to see, there are many more people on board than should be, although it's the usual longer ship that we would understand. Also, no one has pulled over every hour to pee, which we also found interesting.
They pull over the boat to pee?
Do you all not just pee over the side?
That's what I do.
No, we do. They do.
Oh, is Overstock one of those places where you can only pee in a special little room? What is only for peeing?
No.
Huh. Well, that is weird. It's weird, and it's weird they're not doing the weird thing. Good job, Commander.
So you say there's like more crew complement than normal?
There seems to be more people on board. Also, please don't slap me up in the back while I'm writing this down. I'm still trying to write out this writ. Of course, this is just a hunch, and we can't do anything as official Crags, as official Kingdom of the Crags business. But we wanted someone to go over and check out what exactly is going on. Unfortunately, because of this interesting surprise for the three of you, here's the bad news. We've already hired out a pirate team to go investigate this. However, I'm more than willing to send you three out as well, considering the wonderful fortuitousness that is having the three of you here.
Still alive.
Truly, incredibly. Writing, turn the page over. If you could do this at the same time and also take care of them, the other crew.
May I ask who the other crew is?
You're saying you want us to accidentally casualty them?
However, please don't say those things out loud. That is not in my responsibility as administrator to know. Just how you do it. However you do it is however you do it.
Cool.
It turns out that they have their own. We only found out later. We don't have the greatest intelligence. It's
because I died. Get it?
No, not you. No, not you, Prince Troy. It seems that some of the people who gave us a reference had an interest in the crew who was going out there. Turns out not only do they do freelance privateering, but they're also highly invested in the smuggling involved in this, because this ship is moving bolts and bolts of high quality silk.
Interesting.
Spider silk?
Uh-oh.
No, no. This is overstock silk. This is different.
Worm silk.
Corn silk.
Silkworm worm silk, yes.
Beautiful corn worm silk. Exactly.
Ah.
Ooh.
Again, do we know the name of this crew, or what title they're going by?
We do. This is the High Roses crew.
High Roses crew. Can I roll a history check on the High Roses crew?
Sure.
Blech. That is an 18, 17 plus 1.
That's a good roll.
Thank you,
Julia. Yeah, the High Roses crew, they probably should have looked into them because they're mostly known as smugglers more than anything else.
Damn bitch.
They seem to be accruing wealth from themselves and moving things on behalf of the various bodies that are involved. In Verda Stello, their only real alliance is with themselves, considering how all of them wear a garment of pink to designate their alliance over anything. And it is, again, they would rather die than remove said article of clothing.
Right, like mean
They would
girls.
die for their dye.
Yes. That's
God damn it,
hey,
Brandon.
Brandon, that's a very good point. I hadn't thought of it before, and that's a
Yeah.
really good point that you brought
Julie,
up.
I'm sorry for cutting you off with my
That's okay,
just
buddy.
perfect, spot on, beautiful 10 out of 10 pun joke thing. Wordplay.
So the crew wears pink garments to signal their unity to each other.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes, I've already flung the informant who made the recommendation. I should have known from the dark pink ascot that they were wearing the entire time, and that's on me. That's
Hey.
on me for not being out. Sometimes you have to delegate, and you don't make the right choice, and that's on me as a manager, as an administrator.
Hey, I have hired people because of their fashions before. Sometimes it is not the right call. Usually it is not. But I only just learned that.
I appreciate your empathy, Prince Troy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Was that the green folk that we saw fly over our head earlier that you did an accidental casualty on?
No, that was a different green.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of flinging happening here.
Yeah.
You fling a good 2-3 people a day on the outpost.
Yeah, headquarters wants us to hit a quota.
This outpost sounds super fun.
It's like a bar in the breaking glasses quotient. Like you just count on it. You know, it's just it's got to happen.
It's
Let's
built
stay here.
It's built into
Yeah, yeah.
built into our budgets.
Yo, I bet your budgets are really neat.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, Prince Troy. It's fine. Don't worry, it's fine.
Okay.
Cammy leans into Troy. Are we gonna steal from here? Is this what they have a good budget? Wink.
No, I think he thought I was flirting, and then as I was saying it, I was like, "Am I flirting?"
Because
But it's not appropriate because I'm his
budget.
prince. It's not, I'm
Gotcha.
not- No, the budget, the actual budget. Come on.
Okay.
Do green folk call their butts buds? And it's a bud.
God damn it, Brandon.
I don't know.
And finished as he ties up the sheaf of papers and folds it delicately, like when you first get a map that shows you the roads in the state of Montana. This is also for you. If you end up getting into any trouble, you can use this as a writ of privateering. But please only use this in case of an emergency situation, as you know.
Yeah, we know the score.
Well, okay, very quick question, because I don't know politics. That's Umbi.
What up?
What up, Umbi? If we, as privateers for the Crags, attack a official overstock vessel, is that a declaration of war?
Well, that's why we're trying to make sure that this is only used in an emergency, of course. Though I think that if something rotten's going on in the state of that ship, that wouldn't be a problem in the first place.
Got it.
Okay.
Don't get
All
caught
right.
and figure out
Don't
what's
tell
going
people
on.
we're privateers unless we got to.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's a reward. Of course, there's a reward for you if you all come back. We do have a shipment of we do have some extra amber rattling around.
I heard shipment of
I heard
amber.
shipment as well.
That's not what it is, and that's not what it is. We do have some extra amber rattling around for just this type of emergency. We're more than happy to give it to you, and of course, supply Prince Troy and his interesting and powerful friends upon his further journey.
Well, what are you offering exactly? Is this a negotiation thing? And the amount of amber, I mean?
I'm sure a good 3, 4, 5 amber, no?
5 amber.
I'd say 2 amber per person.
I'd say 6 amber.
I have 4 designated for this interaction. Unfortunately, I do not have more than that.
And the tip?
That sounds fair. Deal.
Good, okay.
I would normally ask for rock grubs, but I think I'm never going to eat one again.
It's a long story.
If I can give you all 4, if you achieve all of the objectives: 1, figure out what's going on with the ship; 2, get out of there without anyone knowing that you were hired by me; and 3, deal with the High Roses crew.
And deal with just means like
Again,
don't let 'em know.
as a manager and administrator, it is not my job to look over what you are doing.
I just want to know what the end game for deal with them means. You don't have to say kill them. I just want to know what you don't want them to do.
If they were here now, would you fling them over the wall like you did that other guy?
Well, when you're working with contractors, it's kind of you get what you get, and that's on me. I should have done a better evaluation using Pirate Angie's list, because I looked at Craig's list before, but Craig I have already flinged away because he didn't give good information.
I get it.
What I mean by deal with is that they should not be able to return saying that they successfully achieved the job upon which I hired them for.
Okay.
Our intelligence indicates that the overstock ship, which you can call the Tradewind 3.
Tradewind 3.
Tradewind 3.
Is coming as close as possible in 4 hours. I'm sorry that unfortunately this is kind of a rush job, but so was the surprise of seeing all of you here in the first place.
Sweet.
That's all the information that I told the High Roses crew. They might have a jump on you because they were able to investigate this a few days ago. So just keep your wits about you, but I'm sure you'll be able to take care of it.
Do you have any ways that we can more easily navigate the boiling reef, or any items that'll make it less hot out there, or
Again,
that
not a
sort of
problem for
thing?
me.
Again, I don't. This might be a cultural thing. I don't understand how it is hot for you. I'm not sure it's just something I don't understand.
I'm from Overstock. We get hot very easily. We're very old.
Do you have a map of the steam geysers, what almost destroyed our ship,
It's not. It's coming in. They're coming on the outside of the boiling reef. You'll still be able to navigate your way through. However, of course, you can choose to get over there. However, you can choose to get over there however you want. There is a sandbar that cuts through the boiling reef that you might be able to jump from if you'd like to. But I will say that is something that I've told to the previous crew as well.
Cool.
Got it. And how does the trade wind know how to get through the reef without getting like blasted to smithereens?
Oh, they don't. But they'd rather quote make better time than figure out the safest way.
Damn.
Usually, Overstock folks aren't really scared of death, so
Yeah.
Weird.
they take risks.
It's a real you only live once in glory of pursuing knowledge, wealth, and self-actualization.
I mean, this version of you only lives once, but
Yo logo,
Thank you. I was hoping someone would say that.
as we always say.
Yeah.
Tight. All right, I'm ready.
Do you have any like cool daggers or rapiers or maybe like a cool cannonball that I could borrow?
I assumed
sick items.
I would not have to provide equipment to the private.
So I have to bring my own laptop.
Do you have a merchant?
Oh yeah, I'd love to stock up on my arrows and stuff. You all have an armory?
An armory, a merchant, someone I could buy fruit from.
Some unwitting soldiers we could knock out and take equipment from.
I would love an apple.
Ooh, we certainly have that. If you would just like an apple, we could get you an apple.
I would love an apple.
Would you like green, yellow?
Yes.
Okay, we can get you a green apple.
Excellent.
Okay, for sure.
Thank you.
This is. Well, what exactly? I can tell you what exactly are you looking for?
Cool shit. What? There's just something I'm not saying, guys. Can you hear me say cool shit? Because
Cool
I don't.
shit.
I can hear
it's
you
not,
say cool shit. Yeah.
Maybe okay, because maybe it was me, but I
think the prince suggested an armory. I suggested a merchant.
I
Umbi said
suggested
something.
a cool cannonball.
Unfortunately, we are still just an outpost out here on
You
the
are
Great
a
Salt Sea. We don't have.
giant castle.
yeah, everything's brand spanking new. There's no better arrows here than this stuff I've been carrying around.
We have more of the same. Again, it was more of an improvement plan put in place. It was like a Great Salt Sea growth plan put in place by a royal 3 peoples ago, and we still just have the same basic things that are sent here.
Okay.
Old Gus the Gassy.
Yeah, the gassy was actually the fact that he wanted to expand so quickly.
Nice. All right, just messing with you. That's all right. Bud. That's all right.
That wasn't a joke. That was his political
He's a firefly.
goals.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys all about him later.
Let me ask you this. When you talked and hired the High Roses crew, did you like get any sense just of your own sort of powers of observation? Did you get any sense of like they hate getting wet or aphids will eat their leaves or anything like that? Just any weaknesses.
Hey, being hot.
Or
That's our thing.
Or anything they love that we can use to our advantage.
Love being hot.
Love pink.
Love pink. That's true.
The thing that is the highest priority to them is each other more than anything else. So it seems as they have a certain level of pride for us also pulling one over on me to take whatever is on the trade winds.
So
Okay,
they definitely
cool.
won't turn on each other. Got it.
Probably no. It seems like they won't.
Okay, I got a plan, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Commander, thanks. We're going to go over there, get that boat, deal with that crew, figure out what's going on, and get back here without anybody knowing.
That's the plan. I certainly hope that will. I certainly hope that will happen. I'm not someone to double book a job like this, but it's the opportunity was just too interesting for everyone. This is the high point of my fortnight. What can I say?
Us Also, if you count the fortnight as starting yesterday.
We had a really good beach day the other day.
Yeah, no, it was great. It wouldn't be fair to count it all in the same fortnight, you know?
Oh, no, that you count whenever it begins.
All right.
Cool. We have a real reality show piece of B-roll where we watch the sun come over through the sky. Real time lapse of going from day to night.
Do we long rest?
No.
I'm just asking.
No, Julia.
It seems like we
No.
long rested. Seems like
probably
time
be
passed.
You'd probably be doing stuff and preparing while you're doing that.
What if I long rest as a
It's only
preparation?
4 hours.
Well, what if I napped instead?
I mean, you could short rest, but I think we're all full up to HP, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to use shapes and omens again, but that's fine.
Gotcha.
No,
No.
Julia, no.
Well, now I'm realizing that probably those shapes and omens were this large crew that is like part of a bigger thing. The
Yeah.
High Roses.
Umbi,
Yeah, thank you, baby.
Umbi, have you ever heard of anything like this? Like a boat with a lot of people in it, or a boat where like it doesn't exactly look like a boat, but there's actually something inside it, and you like present it to somebody like, "Hey, I'm just a boat. Don't worry about me." And then they like let you in the walls of your city, and then they all go sleepy time. And then when they wake up, you have like sacked their city from the inside. Just like for example,
A Trojan boat.
what's that?
Troy, it's like a cool thing that you specifically could do.
Oh, all right.
Umbi, do you think they're like smuggling people?
I don't know. Eric, can I roll a history check and see if I know anything about this?
Umbi, how'd you break that fourth wall again?
I don't think that you'd be able to figure it out from a history check.
Okay.
This is just like... So the thing that's weird is that there's more like guards and stuff on deck. There's more like
Gotcha.
people. There's only so many people that should run like a sailing merchant or a merchant ship, because then you have to pay more people. So the more people you have on deck,
Yeah.
the more people you have to pay eventually when you get there. So there's like a bunch of people on who's like standing on deck, which feels bad
Cool.
to their intelligence.
Have I heard anything or heard of the Tradewind 3 before?
Oh, yeah. No, this is not everything that Vineyard said 100% checks out. Like, that's like, yeah, they do all that stuff. That is a trade route used to cut time off of going from overstock across the Great Salt Sea, a relatively new... Now, it would be a relatively new one, obviously, because it's calibrated for a post-Cascade world.
Sure.
But this certainly makes sense.
So they're just a generic merchant ship.
100%, yeah.
Cool.
So it's probably a lot more important than Silk then if they got so many guards, no?
Probably, yeah. Maybe they got a key on board or something.
Could be fun.
Could be fun. Could be interesting.
Love that.
I got a couple ideas, a couple thoughts.
Hit us.
So, I think we have a couple routes here. So one, I think Commander Vineyard is obviously trying to play us against these pirates.
That's one of the missions. We take care of them.
Yeah, but I'm sure he also told them to, they're gonna take care of us. Like, he's just playing us against each other. Whatever. So, couple thoughts. One, if we truly just want to go and play the mission by the book, I could get some potion of water breathing. We could do a stealth mission onto their boat, and try to take them out while they're like not paying attention. Or second thought, we could try to join forces with them, do the mission, come back, attack the base, take all their amber, split it halfway.
But they only have 4 amber.
Well, I think they're lying about that.
Okay.
Why would he lie? I'm the prince.
For lots of reasons. Third idea. This is a little bit wacky, but if we do a plan, if we try to play them against each other and that their greatest weakness is that they don't want to lose each other, right? They don't want to be split. So what we could do is say that we're going to join forces and try to come to a deal and then take some hostages and be stop this mission and we'll give you your people back, right? Use them as bargaining chips. I also have some sovereign glue that I could we can attach ourselves to the people and only I have the solvent unless you do what we say,
That's funny.
Damn.
So this is just some ideas that came to mind.
I wonder if there's like a skill in the game of Dungeons and Dragons where you can figure out if someone's telling the truth and figure out their vibes.
Does that work if I'm not next to him anymore?
Yeah, because you could have done it earlier.
Yeah.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
I'll also say, Umbi, I love all those ideas. My only concern is because these people are so loyal to themselves, I don't think that they would be really willing to have other people join forces with them. They seem very insular.
That's a good question.
Eric, are they insular in that they would never want to work or hire with other people?
Don't trust outsiders.
Or are they loyal, like they would do anything for their people, but they might also work with other people?
I need a history check from somebody about that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I did roll that one earlier.
I got a 15 plus 3 for insight.
I also rolled a 15 plus 1 for a 16.
Okay, wonderful. So, in regards to the vibes of Commander Vineyard, he wouldn't have extended this to you if you were not a friend of his father's and the not dead Crown Prince Troy.
Okay.
He's not trying to mess with you. He is very happy to give this to someone who he trusts much, much more.
He actually truly wants us to succeed over the crew of the High Roses.
Correct.
That was my read, yeah.
Cool. Great. That's good to know.
Yeah. 16. Let's see. I think it's a little squishy. I mean, most pirates don't necessarily want to work with each other. And I don't know, I'm not really sure that a group that brands themselves together would trust someone else. But, you know, money talks, always.
How big is this crew? Like, is it big enough that, like, if we just put on pink clothing, we could be like, oh, we're new recruits from the other ship?
It's very cute.
We could find out.
Oh, here's option 4. We could ask them to smuggle us somewhere and pretend that, and then take them out from
We
the
have
inside.
Things to smuggle.
I think that hostage idea is great. I don't know if I want them glued to me necessarily, but
I would not like anyone glued to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll glue them all to me then. I'll take
Okay,
one for the
that
team.
won't be weird.
I mean, then they could just like separate you and then run. But anyway, yeah, no, I think we.
Nani giggles thinking about all of these pirates glued to Umbi.
Yeah.
And Nani's like, do it. Yeah.
So option, whatever the one I said about double crossing, off the table. Other options still on the table. Stealth mission. Smuggle us like we're hiring them mission. Or hostage situation.
I think stealth mission can turn into hostage situation if need be.
That's true.
That's what I always say. Start quiet. Do hostage later if you gotta.
Right. If you get loud, hostages.
Mm-hmm. But I really love the idea, Cammy, of having something pink on us just in case.
Yeah. Can I go into someone's like room and find pink clothing and just tear it up and give us each like a little like cravat or something like that?
Yeah, okay, there definitely shouldn't be anything pink in this army base, but...
Someone has just like a nice like blouse that they wear on off days.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Yeah,
Right.
or white ones, and we can find a nice little salmon berry.
Oh, that was so good. Hold on. Investigation's only +1. That is a dirty 20 then.
Well, luckily they're having a themed party tonight, so there's just...
Strawberries and cream themed.
Strawberry and cream themed party, so there are plenty of pieces of pink clothing that you can grab.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I steal one.
Cool, what is it? What's everyone's piece of pink clothing?
I think Cammy makes Umbi a nice cravat.
That's what I was going to say.
Troy gets like one of those like neck bandanas where it's like jauntily tied to the side.
Oh, damn.
And then Cammy like does a little like hair tie situation, like a scrunchie.
Cute. Or like the band of her hat.
Yes, also the band of the hat.
I like that. Okay.
I just like the idea of giving her a little like colonial man ponytail.
No, that's great.
Sounds good. I like it.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Can you take your headphones off for a second? We got a plan.
The heist begins.
Bye, Eric.
5.
Hey, it's Amanda. We are recording this mid-roll ahead of time because Yom Kippur happens the day before this episode comes out. So thank you in advance to all of the people who have joined our Patreon in the last little while. We will absolutely thank you next time. If you would like to join and make sure your name is included in the next batch of thank yous, go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod, where so many wonderful bonus things can be yours, like our bi-weekly party planning podcast, the patron-only Discord, which is simply the best place on the internet, and all kinds of other goodies. That's patreon.com/jointhepartypod. This week at Multitude, it is the Multicrew Drive, where we are highlighting the way that listeners like you support what we do at Multitude. From now until October 1st, which is coming up in a few days, we are trying to add 100 new and upgrading members to the Multicrew, which is, of course, the membership program that lets you help fund new work from Multitude, like the new member show we are announcing very soon and all of the cool programs happening after that, plus get exclusive perks. Now, if you are like, hey, Multitude, I think they're cool, thumbs up, want them to succeed, the best thing you can do to help us do that is join the Multicrew. Especially annual plans are super, super helpful. You get 2 months free, by the way, when you sign up for an annual plan, which is amazing, but you also get exclusive perks. So everybody who is an annual member on October 1st will get their names on a brand new We Put 2023 on Our Back plaque, which we will take lots of photos of and look at every single day in our office. And if you are a new member, if you join the Multicrew between now and October 1st, or you are an existing member who upgrades your plan, either a higher tier or going from monthly to annual, you're also going to get a brand new This Mug Supports Conversational Podcasts That Bring People Together mug. It's amazing. I love the design. You are going to love it too. Plus, we are donating a portion of any new revenue we raise this month to the North Brooklyn Angels, which is an organization providing free meals in the neighborhood where our studio is here in North Brooklyn. So what are you waiting for? Come on over, go to multicrew.club and sign up before October 1st, before the end of the day, to get those amazing perks. Come on over, multicrew.club. We are sponsored this week by Elderwood Academy, which is a group of artists hand-making immersive and custom D&D accessories just for you. In a recent episode, Brandon held up his wonderful dice tower, and we all went, ooh and ah. And you know what? Sure enough, that's from Elderwood Academy. It's so nice. I've been using the Pisces dice tray, which is totally amazing and helps me lose my dice less often. Now, the things that you may know best from them are their Hex Chest dice boxes and their Spellbook gaming box, which are both so beautiful, but they have been making all kinds of creative, artistic gaming accessories since 2014. If you are listening to this podcast, you are part of the gaming community, and Elderwood wants you to be happy in your gaming life, so they support the items that they make for life. Now, if you go to elderwoodacademy.com, which trust me, you want to do, use code JOINTHEPARTY for 10% off. That's elderwoodacademy.com, code JOINTHEPARTY. Finally, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, there are a lot of times, this morning in particular, when I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, not needing to, just because my brain decided that was a perfect time to think about my life and all my choices, racing thoughts can really disrupt your day, disrupt your sleep, disrupt your life. And that absolutely sucks, but you're not alone in dealing with it. A, I definitely do. And B, you can use tools like therapy to help you figure out what's bothering you and how you can start to cope. Now, if you are thinking of starting therapy and you need a way that is online, that is more affordable than traditional therapy, that's convenient and flexible and suited to your schedule, try BetterHelp. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/jointheparty today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/jointheparty. And now, let's get back to the show.
On the moonlit sea, punctuated only by jets of scalding hot steam, the freighter, the SS Tradewinds, slides silently through the water. Except for... I said that already. Because the podcast, so I had to say that. A spooky glow radiates from the deck of the Tradewinds, illuminating the deck in a weird sort of like one fluorescent light bulb on sort of way, and also lighting the sea ahead.
Is it foggy?
It could be, yeah, it is foggy.
It's a little
I think it's
foggy.
foggy.
So that's why
Oh, yeah.
that's why they need it. It's foggy. In the distance, you see the shadow of the craggish boiling reef outposts. They turn to the right to avoid the sand and coral bar jutting out to the left.
Well, Eric, the sandbar may be a little bit more visible than usual because I think from that one fluorescent light, they see some confusing and cheap-looking glinting coming off of the edge of the
We
sandbar.
want to say that it's cheap looking. I think it looks pretty nice.
Upon closer examination, they're like, maybe this is cheap. But there, of course, is Havana Tropicana, looking like a dried-out garni of blood orange for a cocktail, waving pathetically with many, many glinting rings on his fingers.
And Cammy is there as well, looking faint, hand to their head backwards, like, oh, I'm so faint. This is a terrible situation we found ourselves in.
Now, Julia, I have to ask, when you guys were planning this heist, was there a moment when Cammy was like, oh, wait, Havana shouldn't be there by himself?
Yes. She's there to support her best friend, Havana Tropicana.
Wait, so you want me to you want me to get out there in a boat with all of this costume jewelry left here by Arello?
Yeah.
And just maybe get taken by another pirate crew and just be right in the middle of this whole situation?
Well, they won't be a pirate crew, Havana. They'll probably be merchants from Overstock. And
No,
we're gonna
the other pirate crew, the other one who's there.
I will be there to protect you. Don't worry.
You
Yeah.
better.
Havana, you are
will.
not just our male doctor. You are also the most pathetic-looking and most plausible potential drowning victim we have.
And my best friend.
Okay. I'm going to pray on it, but if you're there, that's fine.
We'll walk this path together, Havana.
Okay.
Cammy will do all the rowing.
Okay, thank you. Cammy, the light of this like weird white blue fluorescent light, the edge of the glow comes close to your boat. Are you all right? What's going on?
Oh, we've been stranded on this sandbar. Please, sir, can you help us?
You're not able to take care of yourself? We're a little bit on a tight schedule.
No, sir, we wouldn't ask for help if we didn't need it.
I'm so dry.
My poor friend here, he's dehydrated. Look at his crystalline flesh.
And let's cut over to the sandbank where Umbi says,
All right, bottoms up.
and he hands a potion of water breathing to Troy, as well as a potion of climbing.
Cheers, brah. And Troy holding one between his pinky and ring finger and one between his middle and index finger.
Wow.
Swigs them both at the same time.
Incredible.
As does Umbi, and they beautifully, flawlessly swan dive without making a single ripple into the ocean.
And with Nani clasped around Troy's neck.
Incredible. All right, well, first of all, let's see how good that dive is. I need stealth checks from both of y'all.
Okay.
All right.
If it helps, we can actually just slowly descend to the
No,
water.
you wouldn't be doing a stealth check anyway. It's fine.
I'm afraid that was only a 6 from Troy. Julia, I'm getting
A
rid of the mat.
6?
Yep.
Get rid of the mat.
I got a 10 plus 2 for 12.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Stealth is not our specialty, guys.
But,
No.
you know, we have an advantage, not advantage literally, but an advantage in that they're distracted by the boat.
Yeah, we're probably about 100 yards down the sandbank from where Cammy and Havana are.
Sure. I like it. Sploosh. as you swim over.
Somehow the pawpaw enters the water, very, very lightly, and Troy goes, "Buh."
It's all the muscles, you know? It's hard to aim them.
Yeah.
You kept your wings out and you did like a belly flop. So just slap.
Bigger target. I always say bigger target.
All right, Cammy, give me a deception roll, please.
That's a 14 plus 3 for a 17.
Ooh. Okay, there's no other way for you to get... You sure... Okay, I guess you sure do look pretty pathetic.
Thank you.
We'll get some people down there for you. Just give us a second. Give me a perception check while you're there.
That is another 14 plus 3 for a 17.
Hey.
Okay, cool.
Someone's dice are loaded.
Yeah, it's my dice. They're loaded. They're loaded full of sparkly white clouds.
Cammy, Havana kind of like elbows you in the gut and says, "Hey, do you see where that light's coming from? It's coming from their heads."
From their heads.
You look up, and as your eyes start to adjust, you see that like halogen light, that blue-white halogen light, is coming from the head of the sailor who leaned over.
What kind of green folk is this sailor?
This is a green folks piece of wheat.
Piece of wheat.
Piece of wheat.
You are only able to figure that out after your eyes adjust, because the main thing that stands out is that the whole top of this sailor's head is just sheared clean off. You can see their weird green brain, and there's a little greenhouse, like a miniature glass greenhouse built around their brain with like white, blue halogen light dimly illuminating it.
Cool.
All right. Arcana check.
Sure.
What is this? Can I sniff the wind and see what kind of magic this is?
Sure.
I froze in real life. Oh my god, that's terrifying and so cool.
I want that.
I rolled another fucking 14. Jesus Christ. It's 18.
Okay. Havana rolled worse than you. That's 18?
Yeah.
Well, there's certainly some magic. I think you're getting a lot of interference for keeping the brain out. There's obviously some like constant like healing magic happening at the same time, and that's the prevailing smell.
Okay.
So you're not getting a smell of magic off of the greenhouse or the light, but the like dominant scent you're getting is the fact that it's like there's something combined with some healing stuff.
Huh. Interesting. I'm going to telepathically communicate with Nani to relay the information. These people are weird.
Nani. I don't know how I said that underwater.
I know.
Just as Nani articulates that message that neither Troy nor Umbi can understand.
Troy just gives her a thumbs up.
Yeah.
You guys kind of speak Nani at this point.
Yeah.
I think we maybe arrive at the ship.
These guys have beards? Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we arrive at the ship and start climbing up.
Sure. Where exactly do you want to scale it from?
I would love to like pop my head above the water and see if there's any sort of like, like a hole in the hold where there would be a cannon there.
Sure.
Or other kind of like opening where like probably no one is right now, but they can easily sneak in.
A loading hatch. Yeah.
Yes.
The part where like the rudder is for maintenance with like a little door you can open, stuff like that.
Ooh, I like that. I think that you can also see as you're swimming around, you also see that there are this glow is kind of like punctuated at different parts of it. It's a very long ship, right? It's a freighter, so it's mostly long and relatively skinny. So like as you're kind of moving along the side, you're seeing that like these lights are being punctuated in different places and are moving a little bit, like moving around like away. So you can kind of find, I like what you said about the rudder. That's interesting if you want to go up the back.
The butt, yeah.
You want to go up the butt, for sure.
They want to find out what the scuttlebutt is.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. So is there any light in that area though?
No. You can go up because there's the lights are
Great.
You can see the lights for sure.
Great.
So you think the lights are like the guards and people and stuff?
I don't know, but, I want to stay in the darkness for as long as we can until we know the scene.
Totally. Also, can I drink that potion every day? It's so cool to be underwater.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It takes some time, but yeah, if you want,
All right.
after every time we sleep.
Love it.
Sure, for sure.
Wake and chug.
Give me another stealth check.
14.
Okay.
Pretty good.
8.
Come on.
So we've got 6, 8, 12, and 14.
The dream team.
Why do I let you guys go anywhere?
Interesting.
Because you also can't leave Havana alone. And there's only 2 of you with Nani.
We do have advantage on athletics checks that we make to climb things.
Yeah, no, you're able to. I'm going to say you got it. If you
Oh,
break,
great.
I'm caring more about the stealth.
Thank you.
You hop on, slorp.
I forgot about being wet after you swim. Ugh.
Yeah, it happens. Try this.
And then Umbi goes.
Oh, nice.
Makes a loud noise while doing it.
Troy puts a hand over Humby's mouth and then copies him.
That was his 8.
That was the 8. That was the 8 for sure. I think that you've tried to slip inside of the rudder. There's like a space for the engines and the rudder in the back. You kind of climbed your way in, and you hear, "Hey, is someone there? Are you drying off? Do you need a towel?"
Troy freezes.
"Hey, is someone there?"
Can we have Nani just slurp up like a sea creature
Yeah.
got in somehow?
Said Nani.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Great idea.
I just tap Nani on the butt and be gesture my head go.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want Nani to do?
Nani schlorps around the corner like Scooby-Doo style to see who's talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just it's not weird if a sea creature somehow got into the boat.
True. I love that idea.
For sure. Nani looks over, and there is a guard coming towards you with another glowing brain. Nani now sees another brain-exposed greenhouse hat encompassing it. "Hey, who's there? Is someone drying off? We're not supposed to be drying off. We gotta go."
Nani alerts them, being like, "Person coming, person coming."
Yeah, I think Troy and Umbi should try to scurry very quietly around the edge of the ship toward the holes to see whatever is in there.
Should I have Nani cast a spell to maybe keep that guy or slow that guy down, perhaps?
Well, my thought was that if Nani goes out in front of the guy and lets him see Nani, then Nani will just be like, "I'm an octopus."
Can she do performance?
Can Nani do performance?
Nani can do performance, for
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Is it just you wanted to sound, yeah. I mean,
As if, Eric, you know the Pokemon show, as if a Magikarp florped into your rowboat and you're like, "You don't belong here, Magikarp."
Thank you. But no one would be like, "Oh, this Magikarp's trying to steal our secrets."
An intruder. Right.
No, that's true. All right,
That bitch
all right.
can only splash, Brandon. It can only splash.
All right, what's Nani's charisma, Julia?
Can Nani come out and then do a little wiggly dance and then candy blast right in front of the guy so that there's a bunch of candy?
Great.
Now, if a Magikarp did vomit Werther's originals, that might be weird.
Much better. I'd be into that, honestly. I'd talk about it for years. I'd talk about it for decades. I'd write songs about it.
Eric, would that be all right?
Well, to what end? To what end?
One, to, I don't know, make this guy be like, "Wow."
I was going to give it to you. You could just do the dance. You don't have to
Okay.
candy blast.
Well, I wanted to maybe
Distract
get
him,
some
yeah.
sort
It's
of-
certainly distracting, for
Yeah,
sure,
Right.
yeah. Give
Her
me
charisma's
performance.
not very high. That's the problem.
So you get a fish. It's you open a door, and it's "Oh no, there's a fish in there," and the fish is like, "Do you want some candy?"
No, what happens is the fish vomits up Werther's originals.
You know what, Eric? I'd forget why I was there in the first place. Make choices, he said. Make bold choices.
The thing with Candy Blast is it also creates difficult terrain.
Sure.
Hell yeah,
Okay,
dude.
okay.
So many Werthers, so many
So
crinkly
sticky.
wrappers. Yeah.
Yeah. So am I just rolling charisma?
Yeah,
then?
roll a charisma check.
And the sound of the wrappers, of someone stepping on
Uh-huh.
the wrappers, will disguise our footsteps.
That's
so.
what I'm hoping.
Okay.
It's a 16 minus 3 for a 13.
Great. Enough.
It's all right, now, false alarm. There just seems to be some aquatic creature just got back here. I'm going to toss you out. And then the guard picks Nani up and all right, I'm going to throw you back the way you came. And the guard is still coming towards the door.
She's gonna suction cup his face.
Okay, sure. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah. It's a 12 plus 4 for a 16 to hit.
Oh, that hits for sure. I'm going to try to combat that. No, I rolled a 4, so we can't. Nani is now suction cupped to this guard's face.
Cool. The target is now grappled.
Yeah, no, I was
Yay.
doing the grapple. No, it's attacking me.
I want her directly over his eyes and end the dome that's
Ooh.
on his brain.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
As Nani is zapping his brain.
Oh no.
So the guard stumbles into kind of this outdoor engine room in which the two of you are standing. Be help! I'm getting attacked by an aquatic creature.
As soon as Nani poked her head around the corner, Umbi and Troy were booking it as quietly and quickly as they can out of that side room, up the side of the boat, along the perimeter, to try to get their way into the hold.
Cool, I like that. Give me another stealth check.
I got a 14 plus 2 for 16.
16.
And good thing, guys, we are breaking our streak because I did get a natural 1, which is an odd number.
Ooh, okay. That's
yeah.
exciting.
You got a natural 1?
Yep.
Great. Excellent.
Maybe bring the mat back out. Maybe we didn't give the mat enough chance.
You know, I'm banishing this die. Goodbye.
Can you do ricochet on a stealth check?
I cannot.
Natural 1. Okay.
Yeah, I think as we go, again, Umbi, pear-shaped lad that he is squeezing between barrels, around stuff, stepping over, like, broomsticks that are, rattling his way, and Troy just, like, is ping-ponging just between loud things, trips over a barrel, hits into a
Betrayed
door.
by his own barrel.
Yeah, steps on a rake, it smacks him in the nose. Something else falls over, breaks a window.
And then Troy stumbles backwards and hits a big red glowing button in this engine room as you catch yourself and hustle after Umbi. Oh, no, you don't know. Oh, you don't, Troy, you don't know you did that.
Oh, all right.
And it's a silent alarm. There's no...
Oh, you don't know what it is.
Cool.
We don't hear anything, Eric?
No, you don't hear anything. No, it doesn't go. Wah, wah,
That's what I'm
wah.
asking, yeah.
I
No,
pictured
no.
the lighting all going red and strobe
No,
lights.
no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Big red button. I think big red strobe lights, but that's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up in the other direction, Cammy and Havana are getting help from the sailors. There's now 3 sailors with you. All of them have the spooky, dim, fluorescent light radiating out of their brains, encased by this little greenhouse. And they're pulling out like this big winch because they're like, all right, so the way that we're gonna do this, we're gonna pull you off of the sandbar, and then you're just gonna be able to go on your way. Just get out of the way because we're a little bit behind schedule.
Not to be rude, what's going on with your head? Because you understand that this is not something that everyone sees every day.
Excuse me, miss, can you clarify what you mean?
The giant light and greenhouse and your exposed brains.
Oh, well, that's pretty simple for me to explain. Well, the reason is, and then, Cammy, the boat lurches forward and grinds up on the sandbar next to you and smashes into your tiny boat.
Uh-oh.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good, because I'm great at those, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Famously so. Can I use my air Jorbans to dunk my way onto the sandbar?
Absolutely, sure.
Okay.
The definition of dunk is so funny to me.
Then make a strength saving throw then.
13 minus 1.
For 12?
Wait, hold on. With the Corsair Jorban.
You get
I get
advantage.
advantage. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's a 13 minus 1 for a 12. Because the second roll was a natural 1.
Oh,
Great.
Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Oh, boy.
Well, guys, think on the bright side. This time, an entire stadium won't come crumbling down around us, killing hundreds.
Probably not. Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't like how many dice you just rolled. Fuck you.
Sorry, you almost got ran over by a big boat, so I
Okay.
think that's what happens.
All right, bitch.
11 points of damage, please, Cammy, to both Cammy
Okay.
and Havana, as a boat smashes their little dinghy that flings you back onto the sandbar, and you are sliced into by some of the coral and rocks on that sandbar.
Ow! Rude!
Hey, what was that? Hey, what was that? Who's messing with the engine?
Not me. I am here feeling faint. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, miss. We have to deal with this. Please. Yeah, it sounds like you don't have a problem anymore because you don't even have a boat. We have to figure this out. I'm sorry.
I think we have more of a problem now without a boat.
Well, we can't help you now. I'm sorry. We have to go take care of this. Excuse me.
Please, bring us to habitable land.
And the sailors leave.
Green.
All right. I think Cammy is going to follow the sailors like an asshole who is like, "Sir, I demand service right now."
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to climb up onto the boat?
Cammy would like to use Regency self-possession to get what she wants. She would like to Karen it.
I like that. You try to climb up just on the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Please, we're so desperate. Help us.
Make a perception check for me really quickly.
Yeah.
You know Cammy's perceiving the hell out of the situation.
16 plus 3 for a 19.
There's someone moving around in the water behind you, farther on the sandbar, and they're getting closer.
Do I spot pink in the distance?
Well, I rolled a 4, so I'd say so.
Oh, fuck. Okay, Cammy is going to get on deck and then immediately say, "Please, I'm so faint," and then pass the fuck out.
I'm also so faint from doing one activity.
And she's gonna go into Nani,
Yes.
disengage from this guy that she's grappling,
Okay.
dive off the boat,
Yes.
and then swim towards where the high roses were spotted.
Okay.
yes,
Sounds good.
Julia.
All right. Umbi and Troy, you are now slurping your way down to the hold.
Well, the boat lurches, and Umbi manages to stabilize himself, and is like, "Whoa, what was that?" And then Troy hits him in his back, and they fall over.
Yeah, I think it might be me.
Both of you take 4 points of damage because Troy's arrow actually accidentally went into Umbi.
Oh, man.
And
I was
Umbi-
always told it's the most embarrassing thing that could happen to an archer.
Not on my butt again!
And Umbi's rough skin scraped off a bunch of your skin, Troy.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I have lotions and salves and old man ointments.
I
that
don't know.
make
I'm
my
looking at
skin-
this 4, and I think it's because of your skin. Incredible.
Maybe let's just figure out what's in the boat and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
Is there any sort of indication about where the cargo hold might be, or yeah?
Yeah, I mean, because this is a freighter, it's like mostly cargo hold, so there's like only one place to go.
Great.
It's very much just like, yeah, you can find your way down there. There are 2 guards standing in front of the door that leads to the cargo hold. Again, most of them have their brains exposed. It's also dark down here, and the only light is being illuminated from their greenhouses. You also hear that there's a lot of movement happening above you, and also like now coming down below into the hold, being like, "Who turned on the engines? What engines? It didn't happen in the main steering area. Did someone hit the emergency move the boat button?"
So are they disoriented?
They're catching their footing after lurching forward.
Brandon, I could shoot an arrow, the bomb arrow, like to the side or out a window.
That's what I was thinking. I have a timed bomb, yeah. Is there an open port that we could do that?
Or if I do the arrow, it can probably just pierce the side of the boat.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're below decks, there's definitely, there's a window, but I think that would only that would not necessarily get them to move out of the way, but they would be distracted.
Great.
Good enough
That's
for
all
us.
I think we need.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I think I'm going to load a timed demolition bomb onto an arrow that Troy has
Totally.
and set it for like 6 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And Troy will knock that arrow and shoot it as far away as they can see, with the idea of making the guards turn away from where we are. So, like, if we are, in front of them to the left, I want to shoot it behind them to the right.
Yeah, I think they're like around. You're peering around the corner, and that's where the hold is, and these two guards are standing there. Let me see how distracted they get. Yep, I rolled an 11. They go, "Wow, what was that? Explosion!" Hold on, let me radio this in. As one of them closes their eyes and puts their hands on their greenhouse, as the other one is like looking out of a porthole and trying to see more of the explosion.
Go, go, go. Troy and Umbi are going to run up, crouch run up behind them while they're distracted and hit them on the back of the head.
Yeah, Umbi's got a little cannonball, like a pet rock almost, but that's a cannonball.
Sure.
Yeah.
Back at the outpost, Commander Vineyard has like the bridge of his nose pinched and said, "Okay, I know that I said that there was just standard things, but that doesn't mean you need to come down to the kitchen and take all of the frying pans. That feels unnecessary."
And then Troy and Umbi look at each other like in Scooby-Doo, and 3, 2, 1, and hit him on the back of the head.
Clang. All right, give me attack rolls, please.
That's another natural one. What the fuck is
Whoa.
happening?
What the fuck?
I get 2 attacks, so I'm going to miss on my first and try again on my second.
All right.
All right. That's an 8 to hit.
You would say I'm not proficient in a frying pan, right?
I would say you're not proficient, though.
Cool. Well, I got a 5 minus 1 for 4.
Interesting.
I don't, guys.
So that's it, Eric. What do we do? What happens? That hit?
These guards have an armor class of what, like 5, right?
Can I get maybe advantage because they're distracted?
Yes, you can both get advantage. Yes, you guys can get
Okay.
advantage here because they're distracted.
Well, that's a natural 20, baby.
Fuck yeah. Umbi hits both of them at the same time.
And I got an 11 plus 3 for 14 to hit.
Nice.
All right. Let me check. I should have given you advantage before, but I'm glad we were like, oops, what's happening?
Oops. Uh-oh.
Oops, whoops. Yup, okay, yeah, the armor class you're looking for is 12. Bang, bang, clang.
And I assume with my natural 20, they're knocked out, right?
Yeah, those dudes are knocked out. You actually hear crash, crash as you destroy the greenhouse, encapsulating both their brains.
Ooh.
That doesn't hurt them, does it? Like, kill them?
Uh-oh.
I wanted to do non-lethal damage.
Oh,
here.
it was a non-lethal frying pan for sure.
Yeah,
With,
just a little knock 'em out.
with a natural 20, you also hear clang, 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 as you see that there is a key that skitters in front of you.
Hey.
I grab that key and I throw it in the door.
And then it bounces off the door and falls back on the ground.
Okay, now I insert it in the lock.
Okay, wonderful.
Better.
Got him.
Troy taps his temple. Smart.
Okay, the key goes into the lock.
And I turn it, Eric.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I turn it, and then I try the handle, and I slowly open the door.
As you slowly open the door, you hear waves lapping against the sandbank. You just see out the back of the boat.
What?
Is this...
I don't-
Troy sticks his hand forward. Is it a mirror?
No, your hand is fully through the back of the boat.
Is this where the back of the boat should be?
Yes, this is where the back of the boat should be. 100%.
Yeah, it's not just like a fucking like weird portal thing.
No, this is the back of the boat.
Okay.
Is the back of the boat on the sandbank?
Well, it's not moving. No, it's like hanging out into the water, but it's not moving because the boat's not moving because the boat is stuck on the sandbank.
Why would they lock a door to the back of the boat?
But sorry, is there more boat that is broken off of the boat?
No.
Okay.
No, it is just you are looking out onto the cool, hot waves of the boiling reefs.
Well, should we dive in, I guess? I don't know.
Did we get turned around?
Back on the deck, Cammy, you flopped. Now what would you like to happen?
I don't know what's going on the deck because Cammy is fully seeing and hearing through the eyes of Nani right now.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah, give me a perception check. I got you.
Okay. My perception is +2, so that is going to be a dirty 20 for Nani.
Wonderful. Nani slurps up onto the sandbank and sees 3 figures that are pulling into, like, official uniforms that say Sea Police on them.
And do they have like a boat or something that they're...
Yeah, there's like a small motor. There's like on the other side of the sandbank, there's like a small motor boat. You can also see that they like one of them has like a pink undershirt that's underneath their uniform. Another one is like stuffing socks like into the pants. Another one like is taking off like a bunch of pink jewelry and shoving it in their pocket.
Okay, what I would like to do is I'd like to have Nani go back into the water,
Okay.
and I would like Nani to approach the back of their motorboat.
Yes.
And through Nani, I am going to cast Rusting Grasp on the motor.
Yes, Julia.
That is awesome.
Tell me about
What is
Rusted.
that spell?
Tell me about Rusted Grasp, please.
When targeting a non-magical metal object not worn or carried, you can corrode and destroy parts of the object you choose that can fit within a 1-foot cube.
I feel like Julia just made this up.
I know.
No, baby, this is a Valda's Spire of Secrets original.
Thanks, Valdas. Thanks,
Thanks,
Valdas.
Thanks.
It is a 3rd level spell, so it's pretty high in my spell list. But
Let me do a quick check to see if anyone notices.
can I have her stealth because she has high stealth?
Yeah, roll a stealth check against it.
That is a 12 plus 4 for a 16.
Wonderful. I got an 8. No one notices as this little octopus puts her tentacles on the engine of this motorboat, and then it just like instantly becomes something that's $5 in Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, it just completely destroys the middle part where the engine part would be.
Okay.
It's not going to run,
Yeah.
is my intention.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then you hear, all right, so the thing is we're sea police, and we're telling them that we have to inspect their cargo for illegal things. Oh, but what if they try to attack us? Well, then obviously we'll pull out our guns and take care of it. I think that's a really good idea. You're so smart, and I'm glad that we're all in a polycool together. I know, I really trust all of you, and I like having sex individually with all of your faces and genitals. Can we not talk about this? We're on a job, please.
Julia, Amanda, nobody talk. Let Eric cook.
Keep going, Eric, keep going.
And then they like high step their way through the water over where the boat has run aground.
I think I'm going to like give Nani the task of following these people to the boat.
Sure.
And then Cammy is going to come back on the deck of the boat being like, oh, that was so... I don't know what came over me.
And then, Cammy, you hear bang, bang, bang on the side of the ship. And be like, all right, what's all this then? What's this ship doing ground up against the side of the sandbar? We're the sea police and we gotta look at your things.
Cammy is going to turn around and be like, but the sea police don't patrol around here. I think you're imposters.
Nice.
Ooh, smart.
Nice. Great. I love this.
Clearly they're saboteurs. They must have been the ones that hit the button.
Make a charisma roll for me.
yeah.
I'll give you advantage because that was very funny.
Is this
Great.
inspiration?
That's a 15 plus 3.
A few of the sailors come on and be like, hey, yeah, you shouldn't be patrolling this way. That's why we go this way, so the sea police don't look at our stuff. Hey, let me see your badges. Nice. All right, then let me just come on the ship for us to figure this out. And then you hear a clang as they throw a grappling hook up.
You shouldn't let them on the boat.
Hold on, they might be sea police.
I don't think that they are. The sea police don't come around here. I don't know why Cammy all of a sudden sounds like Dorothy, but it's incredible.
Too late, we're already on board. As the 3 sea police throw their uniforms as quickly as possible off, and we're like, hey, we're the High Rose Pirates, and we're taking all of your stuff. Reach for the sky, as they all take out guns.
What can Umbi and Troy see from the back of the boat?
Oh,
Can
nothing.
we see any of this?
Nothing. You are hearing there is a commotion above you, and that's a perfect time to go back to you as Umbi and Troy are looking out of the back of the boat.
I would like to go back to the guard that we knocked out, one of the guards that we knocked out, and investigate their brain.
Okay, sure, yeah. Medicine.
And while I'm there, just check their pockets and all stuff.
Sure.
With a nat 20, I would say everything fell out of their pockets.
Excellent. We love to see it.
But yeah, I also want to do a investigation or nature or something to see if I can discern anything from this brain situation.
Arcana, medicine, what I would say.
Let's do Arcana then, because I have high Arcana.
Yeah.
Nope, Brandon didn't roll well again.
I got a 6 plus 6 for 12.
Hey,
12.
That's not bad.
it's upper half.
Yeah. Anything you were able to suss out, I think, because you shattered the greenhouse, it's kind of like you broke the magic item.
Did we shatter them both?
Yeah, you shattered them both. So I think that with a 12, it's like, well, this thing was doing something. The brain seems to be okay, and they definitely seem to be alive still. But anything you were able to, like, foretell necessarily is weird. This truly is their brains exposed. I'm sure you've seen a brain before, and it's like this weird wrinkle, like you're seeing all the. I think it looks like a human brain, but it's green. That's me in my head. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, I don't want to know about you, but what if it's like a tangle of thickets?
I was thinking that, but then I decided if it was funnier if it was just brain.
Yeah, that's true.
That was my first thought, but I think that it's green. It's just brain, but green.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Every green folk has brain but green.
Every green folk has brain, but green.
Now, guys, I have a perfect plan. What if I throw a bomb on the ceiling and try to burst a hole?
Brandon, that's a great idea. No notes.
I have some notes.
I have no idea what to do next then, Amanda. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we just run through the boat until we find what's inside, or we go above decks if we hear commotion.
Yeah, is there anything else on this level, or should we just go upstairs?
I'm really confused how we got to the back of the boat when we were running through the engine room toward the middle of the boat.
If you want a clue, both of you Venmo me $5 right now.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you should do it.
I mean, look, here's the plan. Is it true, Eric, that if we were to visually inspect the boat, that door would be somewhere near the middle or the middle third or the middle 2/3 of the boat? Or would it be literally at the back of the boat?
If you all want to make a roll to ask a question, that sounds great.
Okay, what roll should I do there?
Yeah, make a perception check or investigation check.
Okay, they're both plus 3 for me.
I do have proficiency with vehicles. Can I have a investigation roll with advantage to see the layout of this boat?
Sure. Give me some perception checks.
Yeah, please do, because I got a natural 1.
Your finger is in the brain of the guy. It's like, I like how it feels. It's weird.
With advantage, it's only a 6. I don't know what's happening to me today.
To answer Brandon's question, I will say yes. There should be more boat, but there is not. You're just looking out the back of the boat.
Okay,
Cool.
So here's a thought.
Uh-huh.
We could split up. One of us could go help out on top, and one of us could just, like, run full bore into this door and see what happens.
Yeah, if we have climbing and water, let's just hold hands and jump. That's fine.
Yeah. Does one of us want to go up and help out Cammy, though, or?
I got it.
I think we wouldn't know what's happening up there. All we hear is commotion, and I don't know if we would know that that's different from the commotion we heard before.
That's true. True.
I think that's great, and we should just jump.
You're just gonna jump?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Umbi slowly takes Troy's hand and looks him in the eye and says,
If we die... Well, I was going to say you can have my stuff, but you'll be dead too. Let's go!
Woo!
I thought you were going to say we died together, but, you know.
Incredible. Make an athletics check.
Finally, something I have proficiency.
Is it for climbing?
No, it's for jumping.
8 + 4, 12.
Okay.
10 + 2 for 12.
For 12?
Ooh,
Okay.
twins.
Twins!
Your hands clasped with each other's.
Uh-huh.
Your fingers intertwined, hands clasped. You take a big running start.
1, 2, 3!
As you run and jump through the door. Cammy back above. You're like, all right, reach for this guy. And be like, all of the sailors up there, like 10 people in unison say, I don't think I'm going to do that. And then you hear, and out of the greenhouse, big fans come out, just the size of everyone's heads, and then it goes, and I need all of you on that side of the boat, the High Rose Pirates, Cammy, and Havana, to make strength saving throws.
That's
Woof.
a natural 20 - 1.
Whoa!
Incredible.
Damn.
Give me 2 seconds.
He's got 18,000 dice to roll.
Brandon, I was gonna say earlier that it's humbling that Julia's familiar is a more competent D&D player than me, and then Julia pulled out that spell, and I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. I know what I'm about.
I just know how to use the things that I've given my character, you know?
I love
that's what it is at the end of the day, is like, know the tools you're using.
It's rolling so much.
Okay. The wind immediately rushes past you, of you. Everyone on that side of the boat stumbles back and tries to grab your feet. With a nat 20, Cammy, how do you stabilize yourself?
Cammy just like stretches her arms out like she's a Ghibli movie character, and it's like,
And then you hear, whoa, as 2 of the High Rose Pirates fly over the side of the boat, and so does remember me, Havana, as he flies off the side of the
he'll
boat.
be fine. There's a sandbar there. He'll be all right.
And one of the High Rose Pirates is clinging to the railing on the bow of this ship. And then you hear as the freighter backs up off of the sandbar and back to Umbi and Troy. You jump clear out of the back of the boat, but just far enough that you don't get run over by the trade winds as it backs up and tries to escape out into the boiling reef. Over the gusting wind, you hear the collective voice of all of the sailors say, it doesn't seem like anyone here is who they say they are. Let's start with you.
What's up?
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the water falls home. That only began 50 years ago. Until the water falls home. We seek the deep lake and a wish-granting salmon. Until the water falls home. So hoist up the sails and lower